Hey YouTubers, so I know I didn't really say what my next video is going to be, but for this video I am going to talk about the first couple months of having a newborn and what it's like getting used to it and how I was at first. And yeah, sorry I look like shit right now, but I'm really tired. I had barely any sleep last night. Yeah, it's pretty tough being a mom anyways, cause you lose a lot of sleep. I mean a lot. But anyways, once we got home from the hospital, I was kind of nervous and everything, getting used to it and being kind of scared of what I was doing and everything. I didn't really, I've never taken care of a baby really before, other than once in a while kind of thing, but not actually full on taking care of a newborn. And it was pretty scary at first, and I'd always check if he was breathing every little while. So I'd be scared he's gonna stop breathing, or make sure the blanket's not on his face, and just paranoid about everything. And he'd be he had a problem with puking. He still has a problem with puking, but it's not as bad. Pretty sure he's just lactose intolerant. That's because the formula he's on now is lactose free, so it's not as bad for him. He doesn't puke as much. But when he was a baby, I tried breastfeeding. I couldn't do that. And then when I tried pumping, he just puked up the milk, so I just changed the formula. And even with the formula, he'd puke. It was projectile puke at sometimes. And especially when he was little, that scared me. I was scared something was wrong. And we stayed at David's parents for a little while. I think almost the first month or so. And that helped a lot because I was scared, and just to get used to it and catch up on some sleep even some of the time, because he'd be up every 2 hours to start with, and then it got to 3 hours and 4 hours. It wasn't too bad. He still gets up every 4 hours now, and he's 6 months, so hopefully he starts sleeping through the night soon. What else is there? Once we got to our actual house though, it was more scary because it was just us, so I didn't really have anyone to kind of help me with it. And I got David, but someone who's had kids before kind of helped. But I'd call her at any time, if I was scared something was happening, or if I didn't know what to do or something. Yeah, it was pretty nerve-wracking and a different experience. I'd have to say, if I had another kid, obviously I will, but when I do have another kid, I won't be as nervous or anything, because I've done it once. I've kind of had that experience, and I kind of know what I'm doing now. But I'd say once you get past about 3 to 4 months, it's not that hard. Once they can start kind of playing with their toys and doing stuff on their own, it's a lot easier, because then you don't have to hold them all the time. You don't have to be other than when they're sleeping, but they're a lot easier. But I'm so tired. Trying to make this video is really hard right now. I think that's pretty close to it for the beginning anyways. For a boy, honestly, changing the diaper is really annoying, because he would pee everywhere, every time almost, on me, on the floor, on the couch, and changing diapers weren't really fun in newborns. They're not as fun anymore either because he moves a lot now, so but I don't know, being a new mom anyways is just scary as it is, and trying to figure everything out. And I was lucky. I have a lot of help in my life and people to help me, and if I really start losing it, I have people to come and help me with him and help me calm down and cool down. And I don't think I've ever lost my shit though with him at all, ever. I would never do that. Me and his dad, David, had a few rough patches though in the first 3 months, because I think all the stress and just everything kind of was getting to both of us. And But yeah, for the first 3 months is probably the worst of it. It's not like horrible, like I'm probably making it sound worse than it actually is, but for a young mom, like only 18, not ever taking care of babies before, like never really around them, I'd say it's honestly pretty difficult. But once you kind of get the hang of it, it's not that bad. My next video will probably have a lot more like actually like about him and like what he's like, and it'll probably be more of like the main steps in like how he grows and stuff, and like not like how he grows, but how he's been doing and what it's like with how he is now and what he's been like, I guess, from start to now, like more actually of a story. This one's just kind of like the being a new mom and taking care of him and how scary it is and that kind of stuff. Yeah, I hope you enjoy this video, and I will have another one up as soon as possible. Thanks.